And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Mikolas. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ian Happ, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Barrero makes the grab on the run. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Nico Hoerner.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Foul ball there. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That one is upstairs.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
One down, base is empty. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Cut off, throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
One out, runner at second. Suzuki now at the plate. And that one is inside ball one.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball. Squirts away a little bit.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
One out and a runner at second. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Late with the swing there.
See that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
First and second, 1 out. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2 ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And there's the strike. That's to third. Dive, and he's got it. There's 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dived to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Michael Busch getting ready to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Tucker at third. Crow Armstrong on at first with 2 down. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Oh, that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So here's Horner now.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Check swing. Did he go? No. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Line, and that's a base hit. 1 runs in. The throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals coming up. Back here in St. Louis, getting the nod on the mound, Colin Ray. What do we have on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Brendan Donovan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Nolan Arenado.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Mason Wynn in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Just missed. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. One out, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder, Alec Burleson.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Alec Burleson.
Let's go, Alec. Let's go, Cardinals. Go, Cardinals, go.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Dunks one into left.
Batting fourth.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
And a foul ball. Went with the sweeper for the strike. Burleson off of first with 2 away. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Out number 3. The Cards leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. And the batter now is Reese McGuire. Michaelis back to work. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pozo makes the play, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now it's Vidal Brujan. That one way outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Next offering is in for a strike. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swung on, broken back, grounder to third. Fires to first in time.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, doubled in his first AB. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Burleson sizing this one up, and that'll do it. Cubs leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Up the middle. Corner over to first. And they get Arenado for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Shaw hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Yohel Pozo stands in now and watches strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, on to the 3rd inning, and now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Burleson snags it, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open
Now
instead
batting,
of staying
center
closed.
fielder,
If he
Pete
does that,
Armstrong.
he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Crow Armstrong in the box now. No balls and a strike. And foul ball. And that just misses.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the
That's
count.
ball two.
Close one doesn't get the call. 2-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Outside. And the count's full. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Well struck, right field. That one hops against the fence. And that's a double.
But when you see that many pitches
Now
in an
batting,
at-bat,
the
your
first
chances of
baseman,
succeeding
Michael
go up. And right there, we see the result.
One out, runner at second. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that one pulled foul. Crow Armstrong at second with 2 down. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Man at second. Inside. And that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Set for the bottom of the third. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Late swing fouled off. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Batting ninth.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Barrero. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And misses inside. That one's in there, and it's 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball
Off
3.
the mark there. Now 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in the swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball. Horner on the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back.
Leading
John
off for
Sciambi
the
with
Cubs,
Chris Singleton.
third
And
baseman,
set to lead
Matt
off the
Shaw.
fourth, Matt Shaw.
Go Cardinals! Go Cards!
And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Cubs
0-1
doing a
the count.
great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
He makes the grab. One down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the
Now
board, the
batting,
ripple
catcher,
effect of that high
Reese
pitch
McGuire.
count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Here's Reese McGuire. He popped out his first time. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. Just missed. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Makes the grab, 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Vidal Brujan.
2 down, base is empty. Vidal Brujan will hit next. Walked his first time. And it's fouled away. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And
1
there's a
ball,
ball.
1 strike.
Brujan leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Michaelis throws to first, and he's back safely.
Nope, outside.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses, and the count is 3-1.
3
Kyle
balls,
Tucker
1 strike.
waiting to hit for the Cubs. Now fly ball to right center. Barrero on his way over. He's got it, and that is that. One left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the fourth.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for
left
St.
fielder,
Louis,
Alec
left
Burleson.
fielder, Alec Burleson.
There's a strike.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that's a fair ball.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's Contreras
First
now.
baseman,
Struck out
Wilson
swinging his first time.
Contreras.
That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Runner on the go. And fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, center field. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Going away.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that one sliced foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
The cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. And now the count is even. And that one is inside. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. First time up was a pop out. And that one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. Two on, 2 outs. And that's outside. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Ball, half inside.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So up next, Jordan Walker caught looking his first time up. Right side, Bush. He'll do it himself. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases, but leave him stranded. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Kyle Tucker. Michaelis back to work. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job
right
of keeping the ball
fielder,
out of the
Suzuki.
air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
All right, Cardinals, let's go, St. Louis.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
One down, base is empty. High fly ball down the left field line. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a strike. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off left side. Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nothing happening there for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in St.
Leading off
Louis,
for the
ready to go
Cardinals.
for the last half of the
Center
inning.
fielder,
Here's the center fielder, Jose Barrero. Foul ball there.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count.
Brandon
Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the DH, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 2. Called strike right there. And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And now Mason Wynn. That one the other way, and foul ball. Barrero, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 on, 1 out. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. He's 2 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, 1 out. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 runs in. The second run scores. It's 2-2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Wilson Contreras digs in now. Just missed.
That's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
And another ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Colin Ray departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Here
Chicago.
comes a new arm for the Cubs, Cade
Number
Horton.
22.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And safe. It's a stolen base. And fouled off. One down, runners at second and third. And Nato is set down on strikes.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. There's a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. This to third. Shaw. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Well, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play, and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Yohel Pozo. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two outs. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground to third, Shaw.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Inside, just missed. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Last half of inning number 5. Fought off foul. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Now one missed.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jose Barrero into St. Louis on deck circle. 3-2 now. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it, and that is the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Cubs 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sonny Gray.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And here is Michael Busch.
First baseman, Michael Busch.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Sit him down.
Good eye right there. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Here's Nico Horner. First pitch misses. The Cards trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Shaw in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, catcher, Reese
Timing on the
McGuire.
swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
So a man at first. Reese McGuire, the next Cub to hit. That one fouled off. McGuire, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Shaw, the runner at first with 2 gone. Sonny Gray checks on the runner. Shaw back in on a dive. That one hit to right. Walker makes the grab, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Cubs 2. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
And the batter now, Jose
center
Barrero.
fielder, Jose Barrero.
That's in there. 0-1. And downstairs. A swing and a soft liner. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitch was away, so he
Now
definitely
batting,
pulled off
the
it there.
designated
Not what you
hitter,
want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to
Donovan.
guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And now, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 3. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
So digging in, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the corner for a strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Here goes the runner. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Ball comes in quickly, so despite the hit and run, it'll be runners at first and second.
Left fielder, Alex.
And the batter now, Alec
Burleson.
Burleson. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And there's the strike.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
Two on, 1 out. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Ball 1
ball,
there.
2 strikes. Two balls, 2
Well, he
strikes.
might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Line drive, caught. Dives for the bag, got him. Double play. So 1 left for the Cardinals as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the
Cardinals.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Kyle Leahy.
62.
He's been so good against
Kyle
lefties.
Leahy.
Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Vidal
Cubs,
Brujan.
second
A
baseman,
walk, and he's
Vidal
also
Brujan.
singled.
First offering, and it just misses. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The wind to kick the 2-0. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couple of hits
Now
in a row
batting,
for him
left
here.
fielder.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Back to the top of the order now. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That one's in there, 0-1. The tying run at the plate. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Tying run at the plate. And that one moves his feet. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
To third might be 2. Arenado toss the second, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching for Chicago.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
54.
7th. Ryan Brazier.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And up to hit
Leading
is
off
Wilson
for the
Contreras.
Cardinals, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
No, that's low.
Next pitch is
That's the ball.
outside.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. This one in the air. Horner. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the pen down there. Nate Pearson up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Keller warming up as well. Hit in the air left field. Happ sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi.
Sajazi.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Yoel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
And now it's even up. And a ground ball to first. Into the outfield. Base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Riley O'Brien.
Now pitching.
Well,
for
the best
Cardinals.
relievers love the opportunity to come in and
Number
protect a
55.
tight lead late in the ball game.
Riley
Some of them are just wired
O'Brien.
different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That clips the corner. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley appears to be getting loose. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. That one just misses. Line drive and foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Crow Armstrong batting with one down, takes a strike. O'Brien throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. The Cardinals holding on to a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one almost got him.
2 strikes. Two the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
Man at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. There's a strike at the knees. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Tying run at the plate. Way out front for strike 2.
4-2 is the count.
Out to short. Win. Whips it across. And now 2 gone.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit, known for his late inning heroics. First pitch misses.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And another ball.
No strike.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs leave 1. Still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for the
Back
Chicago
now,
Cubs.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Number
bottom of the
56.
8th. Nate Pearson.
Just
Nate
trying to keep
Pearson.
this one close here, and this is where a bullpen
Leading
can
off
give their
for
players a
St.
chance to
Louis,
fight back
right
into the
fielder,
game.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
0 for 3 in this one.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first
Now
out of the
batting,
ball game.
Center fielder, Jose Barrero.
And now the center fielder, Jose Barrero. First pitch, and it just misses.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brendan.
So 2 down now,
Donovan.
and here is Brendan Donovan.
1 for 4 with a double.
That one misses, and it's 1-0.
That's a little bit low.
In the air, out to center. Crow Armstrong makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Helsley.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Now the third
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Matt
Cubs,
Shaw.
Third baseman, Matt Shaw.
That misses the zone. 1-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That misses. 2-1. Check swing, called strike. Pitch misses. 3-2 now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Reese McGuire, the next to hit. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. that one in triple digits.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Upstairs.
2 strikes.
With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Up the middle, and that chance handled. On the run, sends it over to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
First and second, no outs. Vidal Brujan, the next Cub to hit. Pitch is in the dirt, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Fastball, strike. And that's way high. 3-1 now.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Left fielder, Ian Happ.
Back to the top of the order now. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. The other way, Arenado. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Helsley out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
JoJo Romero on to pitch here.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. Trying to deliver as the hero. First offering, and it just misses. And that's down and away. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Just missed. Seiya Suzuki in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run is 90 feet away. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Romero is just one strike away. Ground ball up the middle. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.